Thank you so much for clicking into our request for funding for ECE Reform. ECE Reform is a new not-for-profit organisation that is designed to bring improvements to quality of life for children in their early years, but most particularly children who are attending some form of early care or education. I'm Dr. Mike Bedford. I've been involved with the sector for about 28 years, originally coming from a public health background. But then when I engaged with the early childhood sector, I thought, this can be a delight. This is amazing what can be done for children in these environments when they're good quality. Now that's often stated, when they're good quality, and there's our problem. Unfortunately, in New Zealand, we have some places that are absolutely beautiful for children with incredibly dedicated teachers doing a wonderful job. But we also have a problem with very poor conditions because we have poor regulations. We also have a certain amount of commercial activity that is focused more on money than on children. And we need systems that can deal with that, systems that can protect children, systems that can protect teachers. That's where ECE Reform comes in. So ECE Reform, rather than saying, oh no, we have a problem, and complaining about it, we're saying, no, we've got some answers. And we can do something about this. We know how to develop the systems that can get a much better outcome for the whole sector. So one example of that is a move from our licensing system that has no quality incentives in it to a system called quality-based contracting, in which quality is the core of the whole system. It makes the government responsible for the provision of early care and education, but it does so by way of contracting. And that means the government can start to have more choice as to where it puts its funding. Are they funding a good provider, or are they funding a poor quality provider? What's the poor quality? Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe we should stick with the good ones. That's one model that we're proposing. But another model is a 2-teacher, 8-child model for home-based care. At the moment, you can only have 1 adult and 4 children, which, yeah, it's a little group, but it's got some problems with it as a model. The 2-teacher, 8-child model gives you a group size of 8 in a home, maybe with a nice garden outside. And for a lot of children, that smaller group is going to be so much better than a big group situation. There's a lot of advantages to that, so we want to put that model forward. Now, in order to put these things to government, we need to work them through. So, for example, with 2 to 8, the 2 to 8 model for home-based, we've worked through some of the funding for that to make sure that it's going to work okay. And then we need to put it to teachers and say, is this model a good enough model to take to government? That's where the website comes in. So the website means that people from all over New Zealand can engage with these ideas. They can help to hone them, make them really robust, and then they can indicate their support a little bit like a petition, but without having to do a petition. It's just one organisation with many members that can bring that proposal to government as something that is ready to roll. It's been worked through. Now, we have a chicken and egg situation because the website that we would be using as our national office is the way that we would bring funding into the organisation to keep it running. Without the website, we don't have funding. So we need to find another way to get funding to develop the website. So that's why the Givealittle page. We need an initial seed funding of $12,000 to get that website set up. And you might think that's quite a bit, but actually for the functionality we need for a national website, that's actually a very good deal from the person who's doing that work for us. So if you are able to contribute to that, it really would be going to a good cause. All the money you give will be going to the website development. I mean, if the surprise happened and we had more than $12,000, it would go to the running of the organisation. But whatever it does, it's going to be for the benefit of the children of New Zealand. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.